Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzzard's Roost. I am Buzzard.
You wouldn't happen to be related to Roger, would you?
Roger, Mudfossil University.
It really is uncanny. Anyway, hello, Mr. Buzzard. Or is it just Buzzard? Perhaps Buzz for short. I think I'll call you Burr to represent my expected level of communication today. Could you not have done that before you started recording a video? I mean, it pisses me off enough when people think it's a top-notch idea to make a goddamn video while driving around, as if driving is something that you should do while distracted. But that was just rude.
Family and Friends Friday?
Family and Friends Friday? Fabulous! Festivities feel favourites for friendships, familiarity fades. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but it sounds clever and alliteration is fun.
I just wanted to talk a little bit about the coronavirus.
That seems a bit, ambitious for a man named Buzzard. Or is it in fact Dr. Buzzard, MD? Dr. Buzzard, we really need your help with... Oh, fine, ignore me. I never loved you anyway. To be completely honest, I would more likely take medical advice from a bird of prey than this guy.
And now this information I got from Set Apart Homestead.
Let's have a quick look at that, shall we?
Hey folks, this is Travis, and I'm with a channel on YouTube called Set Apart Homestead. And what we do is we, talk about homesteading, talk about preparedness, prepping.
Oh dear. The whole prepper thing, it's fine, I guess, but I just can't imagine spending all my time worrying about some doomsday scenario instead of getting on with life and trying to actually enjoy things, because A, it's really, really, really unlikely to happen, and B, if it did happen, the likelihood of all that work actually benefiting me or anyone I care about would be slim and none. Either because I get killed by the event itself immediately, or some bastard with more/better gear comes and just takes all my shit soon after and probably kills me. Seems like a waste of time.
If you haven't been to his channel, the man has a perfect beard. Man.
Aw, someone has a man crush, don't they? That is cute. And, okay, not gonna lie, he has got a pretty sweet beard. However, I do not think that really qualifies him to give advice on any kind of medical matter, other than talk to your doctor, FFS.
Anyway, some natural remedies that might help.
Natural remedies might help? How? And how do you know? Have you even encountered the virus? Do you know anything about treating it or other viruses beyond super basic stuff like rest and get plenty of fluids? What studies have you or your big bearded mate performed? I have a sneaking suspicion it's absolutely nothing and you have no reason to believe anything you do would help. But then I have to wonder why you even think it would.
And these are no particular order.
That's a nice bit of dead air you've got there. It's almost as if you shouldn't be doing this while driving. And if you had important information in regards to this current outbreak, you might want to give the most clear and concise information that you could, instead of stuttering out a half-mumbled distracted rant. And obviously, there are a lot of these pauses in this video, so guess who has to fix that for you? Muggins here.
Oregano oil.
Oregano? What are you going to do? Treat the virus to some Italian food? Will that scare it off? Yeah, I know where he's going with this, but I mean, it's just so silly. Stinky oils equal heal. Ugh.
Like he was saying, well, let me say this. A healthy body can fight it off a lot better than a malnutrition body, low on minerals, vitamins, etc.
Well, sure, being healthy is definitely preferable to not being healthy. It's so obvious, even you understand it. I would, however, argue that some bloody oregano is not going to do much, if anything, to help you achieve that state.
So a lot of these things help. The three that I am going to concentrate on.
Dude, you're driving while trying to make a video and apparently convey important information. The last thing you want to do is concentrate on anything. Otherwise, you're going to be doing something like this. You're damn right, oh no. Pay attention to the sodding road.
Or mullen leaf, lobila. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Well, you are American, and as an Englishman, it is my duty to look down on the way you pronounce absolutely everything you ever say, even if I do understand anyway, and thus doesn't actually make a difference to our communication. And so it's just me being a penis. More than anything, for the sake of it. But it is fun.
And blackberry root. And that's because they're astringents. And the one thing about flu and viruses such as the coronavirus is it causes your lungs to fill up with liquid.
Did you say exstringents or astringents? Because that's important, as astringents means causing the contraction of skin cells and other body tissues, or an acidic stroke bitter smell or taste, which has nothing to do with fluid in your lungs as far as I can find. And exstringents isn't a real word, so I guess you being able to pronounce words properly is a little bit more important than I had first assumed.
Oh, sorry about that, a little rough here.
I'm sure the pedestrians you just garanged GTA style, I think they deserve an apology much more than anyone witnessing your slightly shaky cam, dude. Just saying. Although they are dead, so at least they aren't going to catch the virus. Yay!
Anyway, causes your lung to fill up, and this will help dry out your lung.
What are you talking about exactly? Because there is a reason, with normal flu at least, you get a certain amount of goop on your chest. It's for helping you get the crap out of your body. It's you cough it up in big old tasty chunks, so you can spit it out and get dirty looks from people on the street. Look, lady, it's not my fault your kid got hit in the face. I just happened to spit in that direction after I crossed the street in order to hit him between the eyes. I'm not the arsehole here. He's the one who won't stop crying.
Now, the blackberry root, I do know, which he also says on there, that it's got the tannic acid, I think is what they call it. Same thing acorns have.
Do you mean tannins? Aren't they a bit poisonous? Certainly would explain the bitter taste. Bitter tends to mean bad when it comes to stuff you find strewn about the woods. In fact, it's generally best not to eat random crap you find in wooded areas. Although, tannins are also in wine, and even though I am a whiskey guy, I'll drink anything if it's going begging.
So it's real bitter, and it's not real nice to drink, but, and there's always a but.
There's a big one, sat in front of me, right now.
It's better than dying.
Depends. Would it get me out of watching this video? I guess not if it turns out that hell is real, because oh boy, would I sure as ever be going there if it's true. Wait, I've seen another kid. Excuse me.
And it might help you survive.
Drinking random concoctions made out of random shit that may or may not have beneficial qualities in regards to an illness that you more than likely have zero knowledge about might help you to survive. But it's just as likely it will give you some kind of alternative sickness that, if timed poorly with the current pandemic du jour, could very well tip the scales from survivable to oops, I done gone and deaded. But will more than likely just be a massive waste of time, drinking something that you admit is gross. And there are a lot of hoo-ha nonsense remedies you could be ingesting as well. You're going to drink all of those just in case? No, of course not. That would be dumb. Now just be one dumb less and you're on to a winner.
Now, I'm not a doctor.
But Dr. Buzzard MD though. Oh, I'm genuinely distraught and of course shocked to my core that you, sir, are in fact not at all medically qualified. I thought all scientific papers were created via dashcam and uploaded to YouTube after all.
I don't play one on YouTube. Never was one in real life, so check with your doctor.
Well, okay, I'm genuinely surprised. An actual good piece of advice. Hopefully you don't immediately undermine the concept.
Do your own research.
I want to believe that by do your own research you mean going to the doctor. I want to believe that, but you don't. Because you didn't get your information here from a doctor, you got it from a similar doofus to yourself. And I know at no point will you talk to an actual doctor, if you even have one, about this, and just assume this crap works until it doesn't, when you'll be dead, so I guess it won't matter anyway.
But out of those 3 there, the blackberry root, I have a whole field. It's the pasture behind ours that is just overrun with blackberry.
So, what, you want to sell it? You're advertising your abundance and that's why you've made this video? Buy the random weeds growing outside the back of my house? Or are you bragging? Does this give you lots of woo creds with your woo mates at the woo meetings? When you tell them, they all shout, woo!
So I need to go get some, dry it out, and you make a tea with it.
Ew, tea? Come on, man. At least ferment it. I mean, everything can be turned into booze, so there's no excuse not to. I mean, there's bacon vodka, pizza beer, dead seagull wine, a spit drink. I wish I was making that last one up.
Anyway, some other things that are good is elderberry syrup. I'm reading off a list.
You know, I would be mad about you doing yet more distracting BS while driving, but you know what? I'm just impressed that you can read.
Vitamin C, the sodium acylar. Oh.
Never mind. He's not exactly good at it, is he?
It's the non-acid vitamin C. Sodium acid. I can't pronounce it. You can go over there and watch his video and actually get it said right.
Like, are you just going to restate what the first video says, but, well, worse? What is actually the point of this video? Just make sure this nonsense is spread further. Is that it?
Oregano oil. That is another good one. Honey, garlic, and cayenne pepper. For about a half a pint of honey. He didn't say how many cloves. I don't remember him saying it, but I'd say 2 cloves finely chopped and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
I'm genuinely baffled how anyone can think this is good or useful information. I mean, you're trying to tell me you have some kind of protective tonic for a disease that you know nothing about, with ingredients that you are literally just guessing the quantities of. This is not how medicine works, and talking complete horseshit about things you clearly know nothing about is making the world collectively dumber, and you really ought to consider doing an oh no. Did you know there are various buttons and doodads on this very page? There's a subscribe button here, a notification bell there, and a like button down that way. Press them now. Don't ask a question, just do it before they stop you. You wouldn't want them to stop you, would you? Not in insert country here. Also, while you're at it, buy some merch, join the Whiskey Club, and support me on Patreon. That'll show 'em.